welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So I've got a truly amazing, very, very special guest today, as you might have already guessed. Let me just remove my screen. There we go. All right. So, like I said, I have a truly amazing human being that I had the good fortune of meeting, I think about little over a year ago. And as you already know, her name is Annu Yadav, and she's somebody that I have seen, as they say, from the sidelines, growing in her strength, in her personal power. And that was the reason why, I reached out and I said, I really want to get to know you better. And more than just me getting to know you better, I know that people out there will benefit from your story. So, Anu, this is your cue. You can turn on your camera and, welcome firstly. And, thank you for being here because, when in this world of coaching, we we meet a lot of people, we talk to a lot of people. A lot of people are on the journey, and for years you probably will not see them blossom, you will not see them change. But you are sort of like the opposite of that, because when we met in this was December of 2022. Yeah, we are now in Jan, right? So it's December of 2022 was when we met. And literally in like over the course of about a year, you've done some truly amazing things. And I won't spoil it for people who are watching this live. So I'd love to hear in your words, what's your journey been like? How did you get here, and what is it that you do today? And so one part is what is it that you do today, and the other part is, of course, how did you get here? So uh, do share your journey with all of us.
Thank you, Rahul, and thank you everyone who is watching us today. So I want to say thanks, Rahul, and everyone, because we met 1 year. Means I was without any confidence over the call, and Rahul also believed in me. My community believed in me, and I really thank to my mentor Siddharth Speaker and his community. And this is the community power. I will tell
Mm,
you in the detail later when we will talk about it, because it's really meant to be there and to met with the people who is aligning to your
mm,
energy, because they pulled you out where you are digging. But it's
right.
really important to hear that sound, like
Mm,
you pointed out that it's really important to hear that sound that is calling you,
mm,
because you always get that call, but it is really important to hear you and act.
mm,
And your community, means your people who are uh,
mm,
around you really matters, because
mm,
they make sure that you replied or take action.
mm,
So really thank you to you, and Siddharth also, and
mm.
other members. I mean, names are a huge list over there. uh, but yes, a community,
Right,
this access to that community
right,
matters a lot to my growth, my
right,
confidence building,
right.
my everything.
Mm,
Here I am, and if you see, if people can see, I had videos at that time
mm,
also. I was making video, but the difference they can see,
right.
it is there.
Got it.
And right now I'm doing. It's a journey to
Mm,
balance the hormones for women,
mm,
because we have a lot of turmoil, and
correct,
there is
correct.
very there
Mm,
should be a symphony in these hormones,
mm,
and we have we made that disturb.
right.
So I am helping the woman to make in harmony
Mm,
with the different things.
mm.
Means it can be food, it can be, we are digging deep.
Just reminded ki is making the
Mhm.
the this one thing stood out for me. So that's something that I love for you to share. कि आपके journey में like how did that come about? I'm talking about the work that you do, right? And just before the call, आप बता रहे थे कि like you focus on hormonal balance. So if you were to, share and like just go with the flow and like whatever's coming to you in the sense कि like शुरुआत क्या थी, like
How
कहाँ
it
से
started.
कहाँ तक आ गए हो? Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yes. It means you will laugh, people will laugh when I will start, share how it starts.
Uh-huh.
I started I was in bakery.
Mm.
I was doing homemade bakery.
Okay.
I had a offline shop and it was before COVID. Okay.
Mm.
When COVID hit
Mm.
and I tried to go online because I
Right.
wanted to do, because it
Mm.
was healthy homemaking.
Mm.
It was without margarine and without white sugar. Okay. So
Mm.
when I was trying to do that, I
Mm.
came across to few
Mm.
coaches and so on,
Right.
and I started it cooking channel. And
Nice.
in 2022, I came
Mm.
across the Siddharth, not Siddharth said, it was one of my friends who suggested me to take up this because
Mm.
she was seeing me struggling and going through the phases because I was doing Ayurvedic cooking. It
Mm.
was Ayurveda, but I was doing all the things Ayurveda way,
Mm.
how it should be um, aligning to our
Right.
Prakriti or aligning to our
Mm.
nature, aligning to our
Mm.
circadian rhythm and season. So she suggested me to go for this. And
Right.
she suggested me to go for webinar. Uh, she wanted me to join, but I was not ready because I have been so betrayed by so many coaches. I
Right.
lost the faith in the word coach.
Mm.
Okay, so she pushed me. Literally, she called me
Mm.
that webinar has started. You need to join right now.
Mm.
Okay, I
Mm.
said okay, Gauravi, I am joining, and I joined without any intention of joining him.
Right.
But he has had something. Means
Mm.
the fire that got settled down, na, it
Mm.
burnt again
Mm.
inside me.
Mm.
And I joined in July, June
Mm.
last week or July first week. I don't remember the date,
Ah.
but it was like that,
Mm.
2022. And
Mm.
in next week, whatever happened, I don't know what has shifted inside me.
Mm.
Within a 1 week, I joined the this diamond.
Mm.
Okay, and I joined the diamond on Friday, and Monday I was on hospital,
Mm.
and I was shivering when I
Yeah.
got that name calling na that Anu, and it was Nish clearing. Okay,
Right.
and when he heard my story, it goes about 30 minutes, and he,
Mm.
because I was not structured, I was just blabbering out
Mm.
about myself.
Mm.
And when he heard very patiently, and he chose the niche for me. Means
Mm.
I was like everything is scattering around me, and he gives a straight path. I mean, this is
Right.
the path. You go on this, and then I started. He suggested me to go for healthy lifestyle, healthy cooking
Mm.
for women or for family, so I can.
Mm.
When I was doing, I achieved FF within the 3 months, and that hackathon only. But after that, when I put myself in the ocean of market,
Right.
I was lost,
Mm.
totally lost. And for 3 months, I was just, means
Ah.
I don't know swimming, and I am in this sea. What to do? What
Right.
has done means everyone is approaching me, and I was not aware ki how to. My system is there, my
Mm.
system is set up, my course
Mm.
is there, but everyone has a different problem. And
Correct.
in 3 to 6 months, I realized that it is not about teaching and it is not about telling them, it
Mm.
is about hearing them. It
Ah.
is about listening to their
Correct.
pain. They
Correct.
want to treat their pain.
Correct.
They don't want to learn
Correct.
because we are learning all the over the life
Mm.
and we don't want to learn more.
Mm.
Then I I was again in the hackathon process, and then Siddharth suggested me,
mm,
and just go in front of mirror, see yourself,
mm,
and look for what was your pain. Why did you started this Ayurveda thing in your life?
mm,
Then it hit me hard. Yes, why did I think like this? And this is my pain.
mm,
I struggled with hormonal imbalance and PCOD and diabetes over 3 years.
mm,
And doctor has told me that you need to go for a surgery
mm,
because you have a multiple cyst in your ovary. We have to remove your ovaries, both the
mm,
ovaries. And then it started back. Then I
mm.
started again to scratch all the things, doing the things, and yes, here I am with it.
Correct.
So,
What I'm gathering right now, you had this very intense 3-year journey
hmm,
in your personal life, correct?
right.
But let's say if you zoom out a little further, कि अगर आप
Hmm.
देखोगे कि पिछले 5 साल में, पिछले 10 साल में, पिछले 15-20 साल में, right? Um, what's that journey been which has got you here?
It start connecting with myself
Hmm.
because for a woman, for a man, it can be anyone. As a
Hmm.
human being, what we are doing, we are taking birth, we are playing, then we are studying. We are
Hmm.
studying for our parents. We don't know why we are studying
Hmm.
because it was not clear in our mind. So we are doing the things for others. But when I came across this pain and this severity, when I was on bed and
Hmm.
means everyone was there, but no one
Hmm.
was there.
Right.
Only you can hold yourself,
Correct.
can support yourself,
Correct.
emotional, physical, mental.
Hmm.
No one will be there. Only you have to be there for you. So
Hmm.
change the path.
When 3 years, is there in your mind, is there like a, it made you realize कि okay, you know, I I want to change the way I'm living, or especially because we're talking about things that had a medical aspect to it, and the doctor had already told you कि this needs to be done. So like this, would you, is there anything that comes to mind कि हाँ, ये हुआ था, and then because of that I decided कि ये मैं ये करूंगी.
Uh, it was in the hospital itself
Hmm.
when doctor asked me to go for surgery because
Hmm.
I have two kids and both
Hmm.
are normal.
Hmm.
And it is very great thing, big thing nowadays to have normal kids.
Hmm.
And my doctor also appreciated that I didn't want to go for surgery because you already have two normal kids and it's been a very large surgery because
Hmm.
removing the whole system from the body is
Hmm.
very large. Means over the night I couldn't sleep and
Hmm.
seeing on my kids, looking at my kids and looking at myself that why it is happening to me.
Hmm.
I was thinking like that why it is and I
Hmm.
couldn't sleep overnight.
Hmm.
And next day why when I went to the doctor and I was crying and I asked her ki,
Hmm.
is there something else I can do
Right.
and I can means I can avoid this surgery.
Hmm.
So she told me, and she's very close to me because she
Hmm.
has seen all
Hmm.
these two kids
Hmm.
growing and
Hmm.
taking birth. So you develop a attachment with everyone, right?
Hmm.
So and she told me that look, I don't want to go for that also, but this is the
Hmm.
reality, and we don't have any solution for this.
Right.
Na? We can't mail them.
Hmm.
You are taking medicine, and you won't believe, Rahul, I was taking 15 tablets a day,
Wow.
and it was painful to have those
Hmm.
tablets and those side lot of headaches.
Hmm.
So when I was moving out of her cabin,
Hmm.
she told me that we have one solution, but it's
Right.
very tough.
Hmm.
And I stood by. I can do anything.
Hmm.
So she asked me to go for this Ayurveda thing, But she told me you need to find a good doctor because there are many shiny things over the market
Right.
and they are very costly also.
Mm.
So I decided I went to few doctors, but you can sense that when you are in pain now you can sense that it will work for you or not.
Right.
And then I decided to go it by myself.
Wow.
And yes, I took medicine for few months, but
Right.
yes,
I pause you here and ask you to, in your mind, in your heart, like what was happening inside that made you get to that point of the decision key, I'm going to do this by myself. What was that inner journey?
yes. Uh, Means it is right now I am feeling that that goosebumps and that
Yes.
shivering
Yes. Yes.
because my kid's father doesn't have his mother since
Mm.
childhood,
Mm.
and we have that fear inside us because at the same age he lost his mother,
Mm.
and I just looked at the face of my younger one. He was
Mm.
just 9 months or 8 months old,
Wow.
and I can't do this. Means I was like this that you can't do this.
Mm.
I will change this.
Wow.
That is the thing that pushed me, and
Right.
every night, every morning, I was sleeping with my two kids, and one is this side, one is this side, and
Mm.
every morning I was waking up at 4 or 4:30 because I have to, because it was not the one thing I need to
Mm.
change. It was the entire life
Correct.
spin I need
Correct.
to change, because when you get those hormonal balance, na, that
Mm.
is not the one hormone and one thing you need to fix. It's your past karma.
Mm.
Frankly speaking,
Mm.
it was my past karma that I disturbed them like hell, and now they are responding like this
Wow.
only. So you need to fix each very small thing in your diet, in your lifestyle, in your thinking.
Mm.
So
Wow.
whenever I was losing the hope now,
Beautiful. Wow. That's beautiful. So, how does this show up today in the work that you do? So, we would, I was asking you, specifically about, especially working with, focusing on, women's health and, uh, like, so these experiences that you've had, how does this show up in your life as a coach every day? Because I know you do create a lot of content, you do you do have programs. So my question is more like, okay, you've had these experiences, and how does it actually show up on a daily basis in your life?
uh, Rahul, when you started work on small things, no,
Mm.
it's like conceiving. A woman can
Mm.
understand.
Mm.
Conceiving is a very critical process, and when you deliver a baby,
Mm.
the work is not done. It
Mm.
started again. It's a new phase. It's like conceiving, delivering, and
Mm.
means that growing up that baby.
Mm.
So when you have conceived, you need to deliver that baby. When you deliver, you need to take care of his or her things, your baby's things.
Right.
And when he started studying, and I mean, it is the process like this.
Nice.
And I'm making every woman to make understand this thing. When you are joining this program, just think that you are conceiving. It's
Wow.
not, I'm not saying that it's 90 days program.
Mm.
Uh, After the 90 days, you will be okay and you can do
Mm.
anything. No,
Mm.
you are going to conceive it. Next is you need to deliver this baby.
Mm.
If you will not deliver, it will destroy your body.
Right.
And after delivering, the part is very tough. So we think, yeah,
Mm.
before conceiving that conceiving is hard. After delivering, we think that delivering was hard.
So, the experiences that you've had with being in a community and building a community. So I'd love to hear your your perspective, your take on what what has your experience been of being in a community, creating a community, and how does that connect to the work that you're doing today?
Uh, Being a community, this community inspired me to make a
Mm-hmm.
community. Before that, I was thinking it's not my cup of tea because
Mm,
I'm a very introvert person.
mm,
Being an introvert person, it's very tough to be with people, to
mm,
speak with the people. But when I started this, means when I joined the community,
mm,
I feel that essence, and it's really addicted. It's not key. You taste it and you can leave it. You can't leave it.
mm,
And when you have your family, no,
mm,
I am part of a bigger family. Now I
mm,
have a small family. It's
mm.
like that. You have started. You are married to someone, and now you have started your family. And
Right.
it's like that when everyone is
Mm,
trusting on you,
mm,
and everyone is sharing her problem with you, and
mm,
they want it to. I can't solve their problem, but when we share that problem with each other,
mm,
automatically
mm.
problem gets solved. Sometimes it's by speaking
Right.
only,
Mm,
and means when we talk, we have that trust that this can't go outside.
mm,
We are sharing to someone, even if we don't have that trust on our better half, our family members, but if we have that trust over there,
mm,
and it's a mutual thing.
mm,
My community or our community, I should
mm.
say, because it's not because of me, because of them. If
Mm.
they were not there, I will not be able to make that. And they have
Right.
that trust. So I'm really thankful to
Mm.
all the members. I am the part of that community and the people who are community. It's not
You said you were at one point, um, you had a bakery, right? That was the previous avatar. And then
right.
post COVID, you slowly moved into this space where today, you're creating programs and you're building a community of, to do with, with women's health. So I'd love for you to share a little bit more, like, so what does your community do? Because again, the reason why I'm asking you this is I also have a personal
Mhm,
stake in it, because as we were talking just before the podcast today, that many years ago, my business partner and I, we used to focus on women's health, of course, using
mhm,
yin yoga and hypnosis, and so that was the way we did it. But it was beautiful to hear that you yourself are focused on women's health, right? So I'd
mhm.
love for you to share, like, what is it that, so for someone, let's say, when they want to come to your community, so it's like, what is it that you're doing there? Because I'm sure you, and you know this better than anybody else, that women really need this, women really want this, which is why you're also creating this and creating programs and
Right,
creating
right.
content. So what actually happens in this community that you've created? So what was that journey like? So 1.5
Okay,
years ago, maybe you didn't have the community, and then
right.
what were the, like, milestones?
Mhm. So what we are doing in this community is like whenever someone joins the
Mm,
community, uh,
mm,
why I'm doing this,
mm,
uh, why these steps are there, because in daily life, a
mm,
lady is like doing everything for her kids, for her
mm,
husband, for her family. She has time for everything, but when it comes on her health,
mm,
means I'm taking a small example here. She cooked a food.
mm,
It was delicious or not delicious, doesn't matter. She doesn't care about her taste
mm,
most of the time. She's cooking food for her kids or for her husband or for her in-laws or
mm,
maybe other family members,
mm,
what they are liking. By the course of time, even she forgot about what she liked when she
mm,
was young and when she was alone, when she was in not in a relationship.
mm,
So what is she doing? She made a food. The food is less
mm,
because everyone has eaten and now food is not left. What she will do? She will not cook again.
mm,
She will be empty stomach. She will take biscuit or chai.
mm,
Hmm. Because biscuit and tea is available in
mm,
every house.
mm,
And what if it is she cooked more food
Mm.
and it is left more. What is she doing? She's finishing it
Mm.
because she does not want कि उसका बच्चा या उसकी family member they will eat leftover. She will cook a
Right.
new meal for them.
Wow.
So, and now what is her expectation?
Mm.
I am doing so much, but no one is taking care of
Yeah. Yeah.
myself, right?
Mm.
But is she taking care of herself? She's
Wow.
loving to everyone. She's taking care of everyone, but she's
Mm.
not taking care of herself. So this is the first step in my community that she needs to take care of herself.
Right.
Like I am not asking them, do not love to
Mm.
others, love them. But one day you will be empty because you're just pouring and pouring.
Mm.
One day this vessel will be empty. So you need to pour it.
Mm.
You need to fill it again. You need to fill with your
Wow.
love.
Mm.
No
Wow.
one is loving yourself. That is okay. But
Mm.
love yourself.
Mm.
You have that love because you are showing it to everyone. Why are you not showing to yourself?
Mm.
That is the first step to show love to yourself.
Mm.
And second step is to show gratitude because we are just craving like ये नहीं है मेरे पास. I
Mm.
couldn't do anything.
Mm.
I couldn't do pursue my career because of family.
Right.
But you have this beautiful family.
Mm.
You are loving it now. That's why you left that. Because this is more important.
Mm.
So be grateful to this universe or
Mm.
to your higher power
Mm.
that you are grateful that you have this one
Mm.
and these two things change the game.
Wow.
Because positive thinking means your mind is playing with your body.
Mm.
And we all know that. So we need to fix this mind. We need to satisfy our mind
Mm.
in any way. Then other things started like we just make small step every day like affirmations, gratitude, lifestyle changes, diet to know your prakriti. So you can know your family's prakriti. You
Right.
can tweak your meals according to that. I don't
Wow.
believe in diet.
Mm.
So I um, help them to tweak those changes in their life because when she will be changing now, the entire family will be changing.
Correct. So, there's some of the programs that
Mhm.
like what would be maybe like the most powerful one that you feel like, because people are listening to this, and obviously we're recording this on a long form, so there will be some people
Mhm.
that will listen all the way to the end. There'll be some who listen kind of like halfway. There'll be some who like listen a little bit here, a little bit there, right?
Right,
But the intention is, it's like for whoever's listening to this at whatever point in time, um, let's say in the near future as well, right? What program comes to mind that you'd love to tell them more about, because then it's an opportunity for them to actually come and be part of your community, and especially you're talking about women who are 30 plus, right? Like that's
Mhm.
the main group of people that you're looking at. So you can
Right,
you can share more about that, because I know, hearing from you, it will definitely help them, to find their, whether it's their mentor, whether it's a program that starts to make that shift in their life.
right. Thank you, Rahul.
Mm.
The most beautiful program and women are loving it is
Mm.
personalized coaching because
Mm.
uh, when they want to talk about yourself now, um, their self, so they
Mm.
don't want to do it in public. And until and unless they are not comfortable with the
Correct.
person, they don't go ahead.
Mm. Mm.
Because this is our mindset and like, this flows like this only.
Mm.
So in this program, you will get 90 days coaching, personalized coaching, daily
Nice.
accountability with me,
Mm.
and one weekly one-to-one call and one
Mm.
weekly group call. Okay. By
Mm.
by the end of 90 days, they are part of my family.
Nice.
They never go anywhere else.
Nice.
And some takes up it further because
Mm.
people are looking for due to this
mm,
PCOD or hormonal imbalance,
mm,
people are facing the infertility issue.
mm,
So, who are looking for increasing the fertility or that
mm,
power,
mm,
they revise it.
mm,
Otherwise, they are still in my community till I'm here, till I'm
mm,
doing this.
mm,
So, this is the, and one other part is group coaching, always there.
mm.
And one challenge is,
Right. Awesome. So your journey, you've shared, a little bit about the community that you've created. I know there is a very special journey that you've been on in, especially today when you talk about, coaches post COVID, realizing that, okay, I can be a coach, and then there's a journey to that, right? So could you share some excerpts, some highlights of this journey, let's say over the last year plus? Like what's that been like for you?
uh, for this year, it
Mm-hmm.
was really amazing, and it was really, means I was, um, I was discovering myself
Mm.
in new me. Every day I
Right.
am looking in the mirror, I am seeing a new Anu.
Mm.
And yes, been a lot of working behind this one
Right.
year journey, but
Right.
this one was wonderful for me
Mm.
uh, in many ways, means in personal growth, in professional
Mm.
growth, in inner growth.
Right.
I'm feeling fulfilled by the end of this
Mm.
year, um, but I want to do more.
Wow.
And sometimes in the past year when I met you last year,
Mm.
and didn't want to do because I was losing the hope and path,
Mm.
and now I am here for myself. Me can
Right.
do. I may be feeling low, but next day automatically I'm up. Right?
Mm. Right.
Yesterday it didn't work. Today it can work.
Mm.
So I have that motivation behind myself that yes, I will be doing it. Maybe I
Mm.
am not showing up for 1 or 2 days.
Mm. The reason I'm asking that is for struggle with that. Today, thankfully,
Hmm.
I've been able to overcome that. So I'm curious to know, like, what has been um your process or your practice for you to be able to figure out a way to show up every day, and whether it is creating content, whether it is creating programs, whether it is being there, like because this work, being a coach, it's not easy, right? It's
Yeah.
very glamorous in one way, especially for people who get attracted to whichever webinar they may attend, and regardless of which
Hmm.
area, right? It could be
Hmm.
someone is attracted to somebody who's in the health niche, or the wealth niche, or the relationship niche, for that matter, right? Or digital marketing. So people will see and they get attracted, and then they're like, oh yes, I can do that. But there are many steps
Right.
between here and being able to have something similar to your your role model, right? Not just for you, I'm saying for most coaches that's what happens, especially
Right.
COVID ke baad, right? So that's what I'd love to hear from you. Like, what's that, how do you keep yourself coming back again and again and again? Like, this is a grade saal baad, right? So
Hmm.
what's the secret of your success?
It will be sound funny maybe to someone,
Uh-huh.
but it's a very deep work.
Mm,
Means, it's not key you just open up camera and you start speaking.
correct.
Whenever you are coming to camera, you are creating a content. You need to search for that content deeply. So you couldn't deliver a wrong
Mm,
information to your audience. You did that, right? And
mm,
we are still doing that. Yes, I'm delivering this information about this hormone, this lifestyle, this asana, this food.
mm,
It should not be delivered
mm,
wrong way or with any wrong information. So we
mm,
do it very deep work behind creating that content.
mm.
What is showing up that 1 minute content? But
Right.
what we are doing behind this is a long, deep research, uh, long preparation, creating the script. even though we have AI, but you can't deliver the AI generated script. You need
Mm.
to put your essence in that, and that requires your patience and
Mm.
your hard work and your preparation over the process.
Mm.
It's like that. When
Right.
you see Anu or Rahul over here on the screen, they are
Mm.
confident, they are showing up every day. It means they have worked like hell on themselves.
Wow.
We generally think that we are working on our physical health, our mental health, but
Mm.
it's deeper than that.
Mm.
We have a emotional health, we have
Mm.
a spiritual health, we have physical health, and we have mental health.
Mm.
These are the four pillars we
Correct.
need to stand on.
Mm.
And you need to work very minutely on these pillars. If
Mm.
even if one brick is missing, na, your this building will
Wow.
fall down.
Wow. So well
So
said. Mm.
uh, these four things working for me. I'm working on everything. I'm doing the
Mm.
yoga. I'm
Mm.
doing the meals every day. Very meals are like the I'm not eating the food to fill myself. I'm
Right.
eating the food to satisfy myself.
Wow.
I'm eating like I'm sitting for the food only.
Mm.
If I'm talking to you, Rahul, na, I can't see my phone. I'm talking to the
Mm.
people when I'm on the camera. I can't take a sip of water even.
Right.
So eat like this. When
Mm.
you are doing yoga, do your yoga like this. That you are doing your yoga only. You should
Wow.
be focusing on your breath when you are doing pranayama. And when you are meditating,
Mm.
खिचड़ी बन जाएगी, कुकर की सीटी बंद हो जाएगी. Don't think about that.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
make few. It can be 10 minutes. I'm not
Mm.
asking that do it for your whole day, but you
Mm.
can practice it whole day. When you will be building these pillars, na,
Mm.
then it will be part of your. You need not to put pressure that I have to do meditation.
Wow.
See, I am meditating when I am cooking my food
Mm.
because I am indulging in that
Correct.
essence, aroma, taste, colors.
Mm.
I'm doing like this, and I'm cooking my food by my own.
Correct.
And I have help, but
Mm.
I cook myself.
Nice.
My kids are helping me,
Mm.
and this is the best thing. I want to tell all the ladies: take along your kids with you when you are cooking, when you are preparing for
Right.
foods, when you are doing anything, because
Mm.
that build a relationship between you and your kids,
Mm.
and your food will be more tastier.
Mm.
They will love it because they put
Mm.
efforts in that food. So
Right.
it is very really important to
Mm.
have that quality time with your
Mm.
loved one.
Mm.
Now I am here, my kids are outside. Now we need not to disturb. They have understood it.
Wow. Amazing. Out loud like this. How do you feel now?
I
Like, so
yes,
basically
yes.
you're sharing about you and things that
Mm-hmm.
you have been practicing now for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, in English there's an expression to say it out loud, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like you're hearing yourself कि हाँ, Anu is talking about Anu doing these things, right? So how do you feel having heard yourself?
It's a part of self-love. I am doing this daily,
Nice.
so it's quite. It should be doing. You should do. Everyone who is listening should do.
Right.
Everyone should be doing this. Our kids should be learning this from childhood.
Mm.
That appraising yourself is necessary.
Mm. Wow. A little bit about community. Specific to what you do, there are things that can really help people. So it's like, in spite of there is Chat GPT, there is, Google, of course, has now been in our lives for quite a while. But from
Right.
your own experience, if you were to say, okay, hormonal health, hormonal balance, these are like
Mm-hmm.
5 things, or these are like 10 things that I know will help women, especially 30 plus. What would be
Mm-hmm.
maybe these 5, because you've tested it out, you've seen it, you've noticed it amongst your clients, and so you're like, yeah, basis all of that, I can tell you these 5 things can make a huge difference, or these 10 things can make a huge difference, right? So what would you say?
Um, the most important thing is ignoring yourself.
Mm.
That is the most important. means you need to take care. It's not that you are getting the illness and you
mm,
will be get cured by a medicine. No, hormonal balance is not a disease, a situation we
right,
have created in our life.
right.
So you need to go through a healing process.
Mm,
First of all, the first problem is that we are not accepting it.
mm,
First of all, accept it that yes, it has happened to me. Now
mm,
I have to have a professional help.
mm,
Ask for a help. Don't try to fix it by yourself.
mm,
Because yes, it it can be work for someone, but not in a long way. Because there
mm.
is a process to have those have imbalances
Correct.
back in the place. And don't think that you need to go on diet and it because just think about what your
Mm,
grandparents were doing,
mm,
and it's not like that I have to remove the pizza or burger from my life. Just
mm,
think, what are they made up of?
mm.
What are you made up of? You are made up
Right.
of the five live elements. And what are they made up of? Those five elements, and uh, how much you are eating, what are you eating,
Mm,
how you are eating. That is also important.
mm,
How you are living, how do you want to live in the future? Don't think about that.
mm.
You are living nowadays. How
Wow.
you are waking up? Are you happy with
Mm,
yourself? So that is introspection is necessary
mm,
for ourselves to
mm,
balance those hormones
mm,
because hormones are everywhere in our gut.
mm. Right. One more tip that you have seen, and you have seen like what can help women especially, because again, even if it is somebody watching saying, oh yeah, I know, you know my sister, or I know somebody who will benefit from this information,
Mhm.
what would be maybe one or maybe even two more tips that come to mind?
Yes. Uh, we have talked about diet and meals and mindset. One more important thing is sleep and your movement because
Ah.
we don't have root. We need to move and make this movement your priority
Mm,
because uh, how we move our hormone response through
mm,
that. And you will be feeling, Rahul, it is not about the lady or the man because we
mm,
both have hormones.
mm,
Uh, Generally, we ignore the
mm.
men thing here, but they also have the
Yes,
hormonal turmoil. They also have hormones in
yes.
themselves. Yes, they are the part of that production. They can't produce. So that's the part, but
Mm,
they also have. So it's about when you go outside, you just sit in the nature. When you
mm,
are staying inside and you go for at least 10 minutes for that nature and just sit there by closing your eyes.
mm.
You will feel the difference.
Correct.
So connect to the nature, connect to the
Mm.
sun, connect to the moment, connect to your food, connect to the most important
Wow,
thing we should be.
amazing. So, is there any message that you have for people who are watching this? Could be in the context of being, why should someone be a coach, or why should someone continue to be a coach, right? Or it could be in the aspect of, their food, or their how they are taking care of themselves. So, is there
Mhm.
something that you'd love to share with them?
Yes, I will start with food. If you are eating anything, eat anything
Mm,
what you are loving, but
mm,
just look at the ingredient. If you are taking packaged food, just stay away from the 4 hours
mm,
refined flour, and refined rice. We have
mm.
refined rice.
So,
Remove these
refined
four things from
sugar,
your kitchen.
refined oil, refined flour,
Flours,
and
yeah,
refined
refined rice,
rice also. Wow,
yeah.
wow.
So whenever you are eating out,
Mm,
eating packaged, eating inside your food kitchen, just take care that these four things should not be in your
mm,
plate because these are the most worst thing on the planet, destroying us.
right. Right.
And we should coach and why we should be coaching.
Mm,
Change and growth is necessary, and this is
mm,
a part of this universe and this nature. So if you have something that changed your life, it can
mm,
change others. So be your own support,
mm,
spread this knowledge which you
mm.
have, because it can change. If it is changing one person's life now,
Correct.
it will be worth.
Mm,
So we should be doing it because we never know when can we find that other person
right.
who is needing us, who is maybe looking for us.
Mm.
So go show yourself, show up daily. Because,
Oh, amazing. Definitely be programs and like you said, you do a lot of one-to-one work, so that itself
yeah,
is a big it's a service because it's not just about creating courses and they have their place, but you in
right.
your journey you have recognized that at this point you're able to really connect and really make a difference in people's lives, especially when it's one on one, right?
Yeah,
At this point, what it will be 1 year from now, 5 years from now, nobody knows. But at this
right.
stage, definitely, for especially for women out there who are working through hormonal, it could be hormonal issues, it could be hormonal imbalances, whatever it is that you've tried, it's not working, and you're looking to reach out to somebody who lives and breathes this every single day, and from your own story, as you've shared, you've been through this and you found a way out, right? And today you're at that point where you want to make this available to more and more people. So highly recommended that you reach out and at least have a conversation with Anu and see, is there
Yeah,
a match,
yeah,
right?
definitely. You all are welcome. And Rahul will share the
Yeah.
Calendly link. You can directly approach.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right. And to kind of draw from this story and from the journey that you've been on, that uh you have a message, and that message that message survives when you have a community, when you have people who will support you when you are falling down or when you have fallen down, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you know there was a common friend, Devasmita, who actually connected us, and
Yes, yes.
we got talking. I was in fact traveling at that point, and um, it I mean, we had a very deep conversation that afternoon. There was no reason to, but it just this is that point of helping somebody without knowing what is going to come as a consequence or as a result of it. And
And
here,
that conversation changed a lot, a lot.
right? So, and then that happened like December of 2022. So it's like literally more than a year. And
More than a year.
the I know that somewhere it's like the countless people who have seen your videos, seen your reels, interacted with you over a period of time, or even even felt that connection with you and said, okay, I know you can help me, and they've reached out, and you've not just the webinars, but even in the one-to-one. So this is really the point of why this podcast exists. You know, it's to tell people that your time has come, that whether you're a coach or whether you're somebody that needs help, people are showing up today to help, right? So
Right.
I truly want to thank you for your time and for your intention, and this is another way of reminding the universe that we are here to do the work. And so it's like
Right.
ask and receive, right? And obviously the missing piece is always allow, which we are doing. So I know that
Yes.
people out there will find you and will benefit from not only what you're creating now, but even into the this is just maybe like your parting words for now.
Yes. Thank you, Rahul, for inviting me, for connecting me. Uh, even though it was a huge gap,
Hmm.
but I remembered you many times, and it was nice to hear from you. when I saw your message that
Mm,
because I we messaged and we forgot. Okay, but and today I it was light key. I was in,
right.
and it was truly so. I feel so proud of me that I have been through that,
Yes.
and I am here now. I'm talking to
Exactly.
Rahul, and I'm sharing my experience.
Yes.
And yes, I'm here. I'm still here, and I will be here,
Mm,
and I will be doing this work
beautiful.
by the grace of
Beautiful.
God, by the wishes of all of
Mm,
you who are here, by the collaboration with the people like you.
mm,
And I will be keep doing.
right.
And this is the inspiration. This
Yes.
podcast is inspiration for will be for other also,
Yes.
for me also.
Yes.
That yes, something that
Mm,
is showing up.
yes. Yes.
So yes, thank you for giving me this
My
opportunity
pleasure. My
to show
pleasure.
up and to believe in myself and for that conversation
Yes.
we had last year.
Right.
Single thing matters.
Uh, like I said, my to connect with like-minded people, that's what created this podcast, and also to be able to let more people know that this work that we do, especially as digital coaches, a lot of that, and even in your journey, a lot of that has to do with mindset. And I've been extremely blessed that I've been on this journey now literally for 2 decades. I like way back 2007, I was very blessed to find this thing called neuro linguistic programming, or NLP, like way back in 2007. And ever
Mhm.
since, I've just been going deeper and deeper into learning it and practicing it. And today I know I'm at that point where I want more people to be able to experience this in all its different forms. Right? There are some people that use it actively in their coaching business. There are some people that maybe have experienced some form of, whether it's NLP or whether it's hypnosis. But the important thing is that as coaches, a lot of what we're doing has to do with our mindset, right? And
Right.
my intention is just to make more people aware that mindset is really, really important. And there are so many tools out there which can
Mhm.
help you uh, sharpen your mind, expand your mind, and tap into that infinite resource that we all have, right? So
Yeah.
that is the reason why this podcast also came into being. That it's important for people to see. It's like in NLP, there's this concept of modeling, right? When people see you and they listen to your
Mhm.
journey, somewhere inside of them they're going, okay, even I can do that, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, in so many different ways, the intention is to to tell people, and especially digital coaches, because these are our people, right? Like we have a very special bond, because we know how difficult it was before, and we also know how difficult it was to become who we are today, right? It's not
Right.
easy, like you said earlier in today's pod, that you know just seeing somebody on the camera talking, you know it's easy, and yet it's not, right?
Mhm. Yes.
So it takes a
Right.
lot to
Right.
get to that place.
Deeper.
Correct. So that is the intention of doing this. And of course, for you as a digital coach out there, if you are and a healer, if you are somebody that is curious, or maybe you've had an experience of maybe hypnosis or maybe even NLP, there's a community that I've created so that people can come there and discover more about the amazing vastness of our own minds, and how we can really tap into it, and tap into our past memories, tap into the beliefs that we have, and literally
Mhm.
create that future that is not only for us, it's in service of so many others out there, right? So
Right.
uh,
Very true.
so thank you, and wish you all the best, Anu, on your journey, and for you out there that literally has listened to this podcast all the way to this point. um, Thank you, and I wish you all the very best. And if you have any questions, whether it is specifically to the things that Anu had in the context of health, in the context of wellness. Please reach out to her, and even in the context of being and becoming a coach, we both are here to help you. So just reach out and ask questions, because you know remember that it's not about being alone and doing this. It's doing this together as a community.
Right.
So with that, I want to thank you, and of course, as always, remember to live with
Thank you.
purpose. So I know what I will do is I'll just now start to pause. So wish you all the best, Anu, and you out there. Wish
Same
you
to
all the
you.
very best, and I know the world is round, so we will all meet sooner than later, but
We will.
eventually.
Definitely we
Take
will.
care. God
Thank you.
bless. See you.
Bye.